сьогодні ми з вами пройдемо, как сказать, оце вот задание и легенд попытаюсь из Клариндай, потому что, ну, надо уже проходить потихоньку, тем более. Стоп. Мы забрали совместный день рождения Мика. Ага. Ага. Понятно. Почему? А что? Я могу сменить. Ага. Ага. Такс. Ага. Не, мы сейчас пройдем вторую часть, если это, типа, все части будут, типа, там, 3-4 части, вот так вот. Это, конечно, долго. Но если тільки 2 части, на що я дуже сильно сподіваюсь, типа, це що ми одну першу половину пройшли цього задання, і тепер вторая половина задання просто осталась і все. Я на це сподіваюсь дуже сильно. Дуже-дуже. Угу. Ну, у мене сьогодні теж. Я граю недовго, потому что я узнала, что вышел один фильм, который я теперь дуже сильно хочу посмотреть. Где-то, ну... Это, если вы знаете, какой мой любимый был сериал, по идее, не, потому что я по нему фанфики тільки написала 2 и все.
Why don't we finish where we left off yesterday? There was an important decision to be made, yes? I'll pour everyone a cup of tea.
Угу. Так, я это имею в виду сериал «Волчонок». Вот по нему, оказывается, вышел фильм в том році, о чем я не знала. То есть, якби він виходив, і було б там написано, що вовчення, типа «Волчонок», я бы еще перевірила інформацію. Но если бы это, конечно, было в кинотеатрах именно выходив. Но, может быть, я просто пропустила афишу його, возможно. Ну, фиг его знает.
Is that really the most important part, though, Clarand? Have you all cold railing?
I admire the work put into the set. Still, it's obvious the scriptwriter has never paid a visit to the fortress of Meripede.
So the set is going to be a...
Unfortunately, that is something I...
anyone think Clarand's smile is starting to look...
Well, whatever happens, we'll just have to push on. But first, we should really... If we're worried about arousing suspicion because of our identity, why don't we give ourselves a different name, just like Clarand's master did?
Yeah, it might be better to keep a low profile. As long as we're helping
Staring at me won't get you anywhere. Or...
Oh, Paimon's good. Why aren't you saying anything, Navia? What?
Oh, this is the short sword Cloran mentioned last night. I found it.
Huh. I'm surprised you managed...
Well, I made sure to take good care of it, considering the circumstances. Anyway, where were we? Oh, right. I was just thinking about all the potential ways for us to break out of prison.
Wait, we haven't been thrown into prison.
Well, it's only a matter of time. It pays to be prepared. Just like how you should always have an umbrella on hand.
All right, Paimon's made up her mind. Let's just skip. Paimon may have wanted to keep it, but if it's going to land us in prison somehow, Paimon will be too upset to enjoy her snacks.
So, you reached an agreement?
Oh, and we'll collect all the scattered pieces of treasure on the ground as well.
All right. You collect the treasure and make your way back to the capital with your bag of loot in hand.
Так, ну... Мгм.
The city is still shrouded in a gloomy, oppressive... In places where sunlight struggles to reach, you generously share your wealth with the children, the elderly, and the poor in urgent need of help.
Thank you, kind soul.
The elderly woman's look of gratitude follows you as you walk away, her eyes never leaving your back until you move.
She's probably trying to tell us to speed this up. We need to hurry up so...
Should we go find that man again at the square? He seemed like a pretty responsible guy.
Oh, good idea!
Just as you start to make way to the square, intent.
Так.
Please wait, distinguished guests. Several strange guards suddenly call out to you. They run forward to meet you.
Greetings, gentlemen. Are we being invited for after?
Surely you jest, my lady. That would not be our place. It is His Excellency the King who requests...
Мгм.
Do you think this could be a trap?
Well, we have to investigate the court at some point, right?
I say we go for it. If something happens...
That's...
After a quick discussion, you nod to the guards and agree to follow. They lead you all. Gilded tables line both sides of the hall. The space itself is adorned with all manner of expensive antiques, glass shelves, and silver candlesticks.
Wow, it's...
The elderly king, clad in a magnificent robe, sits upon... He wears above his head a majestic crown, with a gemstone the size of a bird's egg set right at the very front. As you observe it, you see a complex pattern. They're here, your majesty. A man dressed in dark clothes, likely a minister, shields his mouth with his hands, and after a moment, he lowers his hands and stands back up. His gait...
The king does not appear entirely aware of his surroundings.
The king remains still and says nothing. Esteemed guests, allow me to thank you for coming to our faraway kingdom. Unfortunately, I've heard tell that your group, the Marechaussee Hunters, used your exceptional ability with the sword to repel the monsters near the capital. However, seeing that I was not fortunate enough to observe such a feat with my own eyes, you'll forgive me.
Well, we've got nothing to hide. You brought us here to talk, right? So we'll...
Мгм.
The golem's blades were so powerful, they could cut down trees and it... Well, that was enough details, right? Believe us now.
Your account does indeed match those of the survivors. Since you were the ones who defeated...
Well, we did take the...
How did he know about the treasure?
Then I must ask that you return it at...
Wait, but didn't you just say that our great deed deserved a reward? Shouldn't the treasure...
Yes, that was indeed what I said. Only that which is freely given by the king can be considered a reward. Taking the rightful wealth...
But that's completely unreal.
Yeah, that makes no sense! If it weren't for us, the treasure would still be...
Maybe so, yet the fact remains. You tried to dispose of the treasure without reporting it... What, no answer? Surely you're not insinuating that you, a group of
Well, what about the king? Is he just gonna let this guy talk for him?
Clad in his magnificent robe, the king remains seated, with his hands resting on either side of the throne. His posture...
From the look of things, could the Prime Minister, BDE?
I would like to observe the number of guards.
The guards in the palace appear fully armed, their expressions solemn.
Well, there goes my plan to turn the whole place upside down, I guess.
It appears we've been visited by nothing more than a group of ill-intentioned Before I decide your fate, however, I must first determine whether you have any
Can't we try to slip away? Or maybe start...
But if we try to fight the guards right now...
Don't worry. At least we figured out who's behind all this. Let's just play it by ear. If you're scared, Pime.
Thanks, you got...
You allow yourself to be led away. It's only when you begin to feel drops of water falling from the dungeon ceiling and smell the... Stay here, and don't. The guards lock the cell door.
Wait, sir!
Your voice echoes through the dark hall.
No!
Carve out a new path of fate with our own two hands, of course.
You reach toward your waist, but find nothing there. You now recall that your weapons were confiscated before the guards locked.
What about that knife I hid in my boot?
When did you hide it in there?
When I was thinking about digging a tunnel.
Rejected. You failed to inform the GM of this course of action. Moreover, the guards would have conducted a thorough...
And the keys to the cell aren't anywhere to be...
Correct. You don't even feel a lock hole.
Oh, well...
Indeed.
Huh? Why are you the one saying indeed?
Because that statement holds true for me as well. This...
What?
Generally speaking, this should be the point where the scriptwriter gives the players some kind of...
I mean, maybe they just really wanted us to be immersed in the feeling of being in prison. Like, they'll...
That is...
If only there were desserts.
Oh, before I forget, Navia, I took a closer look, and the craftsmanship doesn't appear to resemble anything...
Wait, Cloran said that sword used to belong to her master, right? Does that mean...
I doubt it. The way she went about things often made her seem childish more than anything.
Hang on. A precious heirloom passed down to you by your
Master left many things to me when she disappeared. There was the sword, an old key, and I gave you the sword back then, because I didn't...
Wait, when did...
After the duel. Between...
Before that, Clorand would have meals with us and even stay over at the Spina some days. She was on great terms after the duel, though. There was a period of time where we simply didn't know how to face each other. We were both sad and conflicted. Whenever I looked at this sword, I couldn't help but wonder. Back then, it felt like I hadn't...
No one can change the past. The most important thing is that you two found your way back to each other and can enjoy things like this together.
Yep, you're right.
I'm sorry, you two. I didn't mean to bring up any sad memories.
Think nothing of it. No one here is at fault.
Looks like the next part of our script is here.
Perfect timing.
From Cloran's face, I really can't tell if it's good news or bad news.
Water continues to drip from the ceiling. In this light... Eventually, you get used to the unpleasant odor of straw, mold, and rust. And find... Suddenly, you hear footsteps.
Heads up, everyone.
Gather close, everyone, and keep your voice down.
Thanks.
Who are you?
I work as a guard in these dungeons, but my true identity is the same as your...
Huh?
Shh. I've already sent away the other guards, but if we make...
I understand, but how can we be...
The king has issued a formal decree. In light of the irrefutable proof of your crime, You're to be executed before...
Executed?
Monsters appearing at the same location as the treasure. Could this...
There will be time for speculation once we're out of here. As for my identity, I have no way to... Infiltrating the capital was difficult, and finding a chance to speak with you has taken a lot out of me.
Have you seen our weapons anywhere, sir?
Don't worry, I brought them with me. They're just behind the door. Still, these weapons alone won't be enough to defeat the true enemy behind the scenes. His faction is too powerful. To defeat him, you must find a secret...
You're not coming with us?
No, I'll remain in the dungeons to deal with the guards. As long as my identity is not revealed, I'll be able to...
In that case, please take...
Thank you for your concern. As for the location of the vault, here.
Got it.
All right, once I open the door, remember to stick close and refrain from making any... You now have the chance to restore the honor and...
With the help of the guard, you successfully escape the dungeons.
Ну, не, просто это задание легенд, ну, типа, они сделали, конечно, интересным, но
Wait, we didn't get to use our skills while we were
и
in prison.
скукота
Who
при
knows when we're
этом
gonna get the chance to use
немножечко.
that cool summon spell?
That is a pity, but we can only continue to move forward.
Такс. А я, кажется, поняла.
Scatter!
Shiver!
Yeah! Shouldn't let your guard down. Yeah! Za! Yeah!
Propagate!
Такс.
Germinate!
Judgment!
Такс. Ага. Ні, просто коли вони тут щось копали, то... О, я ж кажу... А, тут сість. Ну, вони би нас побачили і мішали би нам оце все шукати. Поэтому... Как-то і... Може нам сюди?
We go!
Ага.
This should be the place marked on the...
This bit of rock certainly looks...
Well, I'd say an investigation's in order.
Wow, you...
Before you lies a serene...
Well, guess this means...
А, ну мы ж можем тут под водой плавать, точно. Такс.
What's the matter?
It's nothing. As you step into the cave, you find yourself in an eerily quiet space. Before you lies a narrow passageway that appears to...
Wow, this must be.
But this door is blocking our way in. Huh. It almost looks like...
Huh. What have we got down here?
A pattern on a stone door.
Is something wrong, Clarant?
After a long, difficult journey, you finally arrive at the location indicated by your surroundings are exceedingly quiet and serene.
That description makes Paimon feel kinda bad.
We're doing this for the sake of the people, to free them from the evil sorcerer.
Linny's right. We need to keep going. The next part of the story requires us to solve...
Yes. Something feels off about all this.
Дождитесь пресса ваших компаньонов.
I found something!
Found something here, too.
Same here.
Так. Я поняла. Такс. Так, в смысле, уже все решила? Ага.
It worked.
Something just appeared.
By solving the puzzles, you prove yourself at the end of each puzzle.
With?
A key.
Oh, it must be the key to the big door.
Huh? This is one of the Marechaussee Hunter keys that are passed down from generation to generation. It is said that 4 keys in total are required to form the final, complete key. Huh? You hear a few strange noises. Suddenly, all the
What's going on? Did we
For the sake of immersion, please close your eyes, everyone. Without the
But Paimon can still see a little bit over here. Oh, right. Sorry.
Suddenly, you hear the sound of footsteps pierce through the
There's someone else here?
I've been discovered that...
Wait, that voice, it's...
You recognize the voice as belonging to the guard who led you to this place. It appears he now...
Oh, so this is just part of the script. Well, if we can't see anything, that means we can't...
Judging by the way he's holding his sword, he must be a real Marechaussee Hunter. But this is...
Retreat! That's not the hunter way. If it's dark for us, then it's...
Your choice is noted. Please keep your eyes closed until I tell you the torches have been relit. This...
You got it!
Well then.
I
Loaded. I'd like to try to hit him with my sword. Your strike is successful.
Is he still standing? Could...
Is it over?
The enemy is strong and relentless, but the battle is nearing.
What about now?
Final strike. Ha!
Well, did we get...
Warm fire flickers across the walls once more. Your vision is now clear. In an impressive display of courage, that look in his eyes. It's like he became an...
Huh? Oh, wait. We're supposed to be role-playing. Speak your name, guard. Why is this treasure really more...
What kingdom? What peace? I, Florian, am a true Marashose hunter.
So he's also using his real name. Or, wait, was that the name of...
Then I'm even more confused. If you truly are a Marashose hunter, shouldn't you want to help?
What do you know? In this day and age, there's no...
What's that supposed to mean?
My skills were passed down to me by my father. We lived a life of obscurity in the remote wilderness. And what did he get in return? A life of poverty and pain. In a world that forgot all about him. The Marashose hunters were the ones who saved this city. We're heroes. We deserved more
Is he talking about how no one in the capital seems to remember the hunters and their legacy? I didn't expect this.
So that's why you want to take the treasure for yourself? You feel like you're owed fake...
If you already knew where the treasure was located, what?
Because I still...
Only a true Marashose hunter is capable of... As someone who sought to hurt others for his own gain, Florian lost that right long...
Okay, but what is this treasure anyway? We've got a...
You're sure you want...
We've been talking about it for so long, of course.
And we've already defeated Florian, right?
What you're...
Then let's open the door together.
All right. Before you, the door to the treasure, you hear the shrill wail of the door hinge as it rotates for the first time after years of disuse.
It's open! Come on, let's go in! Paimon wants to see what's inside!
Ooh, me too!
Ugh, uncovering hidden treasure is the most exciting part.
A stone tablet? And some shabby weapons?
You call this a treasure?
Maybe the troop ran out of budget at the end?
They provided a super immersive experience at the beginning of...
Wait, I get it now. Paimon.
Huh?
This is it? The
Whoa, are you all...
The Marashose hunter before you appears to suffer a serious mental breakdown. One of you seems to understand the significance of the treasure already. If the rest of you wish to follow suit...
Thanks.
So, how are you doing? Feeling any better?
What just...
Do you remember how you got here?
I remember now. I brought you here because I wanted to... The explosives in the cave!
You mean these?
Huh? How did you...
I could tell something was off the moment I stepped into this cave, so I kept an eye out. I've already dismissed...
So the strongest champion duelist in all of Fontaine saved the day once again. Guess I
I deserve some answers, don't you think? Everything you said earlier sounded like the truth.
I don't know. I just always felt like there was something in my heart that didn't belong to me. Something agitating. The feelings about my father and the other Marashose hunters are real. It just wasn't fair. I don't know when it started, but at some point, My anger came to completely consume me.
But if the treasure was all you cared about, why plant all those explosives? Wouldn't they just destroy the treasure and...
I can't remember. My head is a mess.
From your description, I suspect you were
Devorator?
Oh, your master... your father, I mean. Never talked about it?
No, I've heard of it. I'm just not sure why you... Wait, it can't be.
The seal?
My family has served as Marashose hunters for many generations. But the title and swordsmanship, my father instructed me to always watch over that seal and maintain it regularly. He said it had been passed down over a truly ancient... But I neglected that duty after he died. I finally decided to come down...
The Devorator would be a formidable adversary for any mortal being. Even if you lacked the power to completely destroy it, you could easily fall prey to its influence and corruption. In light of this, some Marashose hunters chose to seek...
I heard it has the power to amplify the obsessions and desires in people's hearts, to the point where they overtake you entirely.
And yet, you were able to retrieve 3 of the 4 keys. If I remember correctly...
One of them belonged to my father. The second I stole from a different hunter. And the third... I know just how strong you are. It's as clear as day to everyone in Fontaine. I observed you from dusk to dawn, but could never find... The only way I could think to obtain that last key was to lure you here using your hobby, and then... Oh.
I won't comment on anything else.
Well, I did pour my heart and soul into the stories my father used to tell me about the glory of the heroic Marashose hunters.
More than just a story.
Huh?
You're proud to be a hunter. You're still holding onto that part of yourself, no matter...
I have done so many
Then explain the purpose of the evil sorcerer in your... Isn't he the true antagonist? The one who sought nothing but his own gain.
But I've already...
Wake up, Florian. Remember how you... Do you really think the hunters acted out of a desire for honor and glory? Or to be loved? You do not wield your sword for yourself, but to protect those you serve. Do you still not understand?
You're right. I am a
I wouldn't be so...
I know.
Good. Then, come with me. And help me see the script.
Huh? See the script?
Never finished.
No, I mean... I wrote the script with the sole purpose of luring you all here.
Then we'll just have to keep writing it. The evil sorcerer still needs...
You mean... the Devorator?
Is that really so hard? You've already written most of it.
You aren't afraid your party will...
I know what my friends are capable of.
Then... Are you going...
I don't intend to spoil the fun.
They're back!
That took a while.
Ahem! My fellow
Tone it down.
Sorry. After crossing swords with you and witnessing your courage in battle, I've rediscovered my true...
Oh,
I confess, I was brainwashed by the evil sorcerer.
That little... Wait, you're saying...
That's right. He's adept at manipulating the hearts and minds of the people.
And how are you...
To be perfectly honest, I only came to my senses after seeing the treasure was actually...
The names of all the Marashose hunters from ages past.
Wait, you...
Of course. Don't underestimate a veteran role player's exploration skill.
We just finished reading through the content of the stone.
That tablet recorded the lives of some fascinating people. For example, she inherited the responsibilities of the Golden Hunter and passed judgment on many people. But in private, she had...
So, she was just like you.
Oh, You really...
Well, when you put it that way, I suppose working as an executioner, he supposedly used a countless number of tricks to confound his enemies and...
Their lives were all so exciting. You could write so many cool books about their accomplishments.
Because they chose to be. To hunt monsters that only appear.
Then this stone tablet must have been left behind by their
That's right. Few Marechaussee hunters ever revealed their identity to the public. The only time they spoke of their accomplishments would be at night.
So, this tablet was created not so that the hunt...
No wonder this place was so well hidden.
You regard the stone tablet, and the tablet proves that, although their legacies shall
Father, you once told me that I should seek out the treasure if I... Thank you, my friend. I implore you, everyone. Please give me a chance to make up for all I've...
Well,
Sounds good to me too.
I have no objections, but... Mr. Florian...
When he took over my mind, I gained some insight into his thoughts.
Huh? He's...
what if the GM permission to...
At first glance, the weapons appear absolutely ordinary. These blades have slain
So basically, take these with us, right?
I'll take this weapon, since it used to belong to Est.
Ah, good idea. I'll take Mr. Walter's bow then. From one archer magician to another.
Paimon's gonna pick a cool one.
As you grip your weapons, you can almost feel the will of past hunters coursing through your being.
Mr. Florian, do you know where to find the evil...
I was able to see his surroundings when our minds were connected. I believe we must be extremely careful.
Then why don't we explore some more and try to find some higher level...
No, we have to strike now.
I agree with Mr. Florian. We've got to act while we have the...
Yeah, now that we've got a plan, there's no point in waiting.
Yes, that's what's called... Yes, that's...
Alright, you...
Mr. Florian, please...
Of course. Follow...
He had to set up so many scenes today. Now he has to...
Finally, you decide. As you walk away, you feel the gaze of the stone tablet at your back.
Thanks.
Finally, you arrive at the church Florian. As you approach, an ominous
How strange. This...
Now, it is time for the final battle.
Let's go!
Florian, wait.
What's wrong?
I think you should wait outside. You've already been corrupted by the Devorator once. I don't think it's a good idea for you to be this close. If it corrupts you again...
That's exactly why I have to go. Yes. I intend to lure...
That's too risky. If things get out of hand, I might have to...
I understand, but if I do this, you'll have a clear and visible... The Devorator will have a hard time passing up a chance to enter a body it knows how to control. You won't have to worry... You're not like me, Miss Clorand. You're a just and powerful Marechaussee hunter. The monster broke... This is... Consider it a duel to restore my honor. My only
Then, as a champion duelist, I hereby accept your request for a duel. The battle is now upon us. Let the Devorator once again tremble under the...
Такс. Ну, как я уже и сказала, мы сегодня недолго играем. Так что еще 1 часик, как минимум. Ну, я сегодня не смогла рано встать. Сорян, простите. Отвечаю, простите. Но думаю, завтра рано утром я уже точно встану и буду играть.
So lifelike.
This foe is not invincible. You hold the treasure. The power to defeat it in your own 2 hands.
The treasure? You mean... The names! It's the Marechaussee Hunters' names!
How are we supposed to...
You forget, Paimon? There's still one skill we saved until the very end.
Hunters fight not for fame, but to aid the people whenever they are summoned.
Walter the Marechaussee Hunter, master of 1,000 tricks, executioner of the Phantom Hunters. I call for aid!
Est, the Marechaussee Hunter, inheritor of Cassiodor's will, judge of the Shadow Hunters. Answer my call!
Petronia, protector of justice and order. The hunter I respect the most. Thank you for saving my friend, the best one I'll ever know. Please, lend us your strength.
We have come to answer your summons. And so, the monsters were eradicated. Peace soon returned to the capital. Some remembered the names of the heroes who saved their kingdom, but others simply continued their lives none the wiser. Such is the story of the Marechaussee Hunters. They will always protect the city. Yes,
It's a pretty solid story overall. I thought it was just an ordinary adventure at first. That final battle especially.
Oh, right.
Ah, that's a really good point.
Yeah, mine nearly scared the daylights out of me when it started glowing. Oh, we should probably give these props back, right?
Did you have a good time?
Of course.
Sure, no problem.
Then I'll head back for now. I think I need some time to fully digest everything that just happened. Once Mr. Florian is awake, please pass on my regards to him.
You're right. He's had a long...
Well, see you all some other time.
Okay, so...
I think it should be fine.
What in the world?
That time in the cave when you told us to close our eyes?
I was dying of curiosity the entire time. I mean, you did a pretty bang-up job of pretending not-
Guess none of us wanted to be the one to break the illusion.
What are you all talking about?
Oh, wait. Don't tell me you never... Ugh, this is all my...
Bit late.
You're saying everything that happened back there?
It's probably more accurate to say this was never a real script.
What?
So loud.
Hey, you! Get up right now and explain yourself!
No shaking, please.
Did Paimon just hear that right? You guys made up that... It's not nice to lie to people, but Paimon's gotta admit, that was a really good...
Yeah, it was like watching a magician improvise a spectacular magic trick after
If Paimon knew something was wrong with that vault, she would have floated straight in the opposite direction!
Everything was under control.
As if you've ever described a situation as being out of control. I'm pretty sure any situation you consider to...
Guess I'm just used.
You must run into a lot of
As for you,
I know there's no excuse for what I did.
I would say you've already suffered. You may have been blinded by fame and fortune in the beginning, but your actions during the final battle had proven you to be a... You'll be far more used to the city above ground than below.
But...
Of course, you'll still need to take the keys and pay a personal visit to the 2 hunters you wronged. Prepare to accept...
yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, though, your showing in the duel was enough.
Then I'll do exactly as you said. Thank you so much. Until we meet again.
Thanks. Я же хотела походить на автобусе. Ну, возможно, сейчас мы это и сделаем. Типа, мы сходим на 3-4 автобуса. Думаю, там получится уже 4 сделать, типа, ну, или 2 хотя бы на синем фоне этих штук.
Speaking of Marashose hunters, what should...
Leave it be.
Are you sure? We could show it to people, make it so...
No. Every name on that tablet made... I am no exception. My identity as a Marashose hunter is not something I need people...
That's certainly very different from the past.
Wait! I just remembered something. If there were no special effects involved...
That's because the Marashose hunters of ages past would often imbue their weapons with special enchantments to suppress the monsters.
Oh, so that's why they had an effect on that guy near the end.
Well, I'm sure the summon...
Oh? How?
This particular devorator probably hailed from the same era as the hunters we saw in the room. The names you recited all belonged to the bravest hunters. Countless monsters fell to their blades. That's likely what...
So the names held the power all along!
Navia... Everything...
Huh? Oh, I meant what I said.
I really appreciated those...
All right. Anyway, let's not talk about that.
She ran off!
I should probably head back as well. This story was truly...
Traveler, should your name and deeds be forgotten, what do you think the significance of your journey will be?
I suppose the significance would be the journey itself and the world we helped create. There's still value in the time I shared with everyone here, in the things we were able to accomplish, even if no one remembers them.
A great answer. I'll remember it. Me, the Marashose hunter, says perhaps her answer lies in her silence.
Ага, все, это закончилось у нас. Так. Так, что далее делать? Что далее? А я казала, что далее. Так, идем-ка мы Вот сюда, по идее, у нас тут где-то вот синобусы обитают. Так, где? Я ж помню, что где-то тут. Не? А, это не тут. Это мы ближе к вот этой штуке, а у нас нобусы где-то возле деревни. А где сама деревня? А вот и деревня. Такс. Так, стоп. А мы забирали вот эту, типа, все 1000 монет или нет еще? Нет еще, так що нам треба буде туди зайти і забрати ще це все. І 3 закази на монстрів можемо виконати якраз таки. А скільки вже уровень який? 22 закончився, ага. Ех, это буде довго, чувствую.
You can't run! Judgment!
Так.
Scatter!
Так, ага. І він дав старую, окей. А там далі будуть іще одні. Ідемо туди. Ага.
Let's get down to business.
You can't run!
You're mine. Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Так.
Yeah. Ta. Ta. Ta.
Такс. Ага. Отлично. И где-то, по идее, я сейчас заберу нагороду, подождите. Мы ще по-быстрому походим на тих, или на других. У нас тут хпшка, все нормально с хп. В смысле? Мы еще не сделали. Стоп. Я думала, что мы просто уже все как бы. Вот теперь точно все. И не паримся, в принципе.
Thank you for completing today.
И скільки отак вот уже. Ага, 3500, окей. Так, это нам надо туда вниз. Так.
No time to lose.
Ага, я за оцих кажу. Тут якраз таки їх 4 чоловіка. А потім уже підемо на тот острів, типа там їх більше просто, значить і більше получимо от цієї всієї нагороди.
Tidal wave. Ta.
Такс. Иди сюда, давай. Ну так. О, слиз. Ага. Так, теперь, стоп, но мне перед тем островом треба все-таки тоді подхилиться, так что сейчас сюда. Ну, а что? Так. Все, теперь можно и на цей остров, где він. Ага. Угу. Не, сперва я сделаю вот эту штуку, типа с люмин, а потом уже пущу цветок вот этот.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Немножечко, ага. О, тут есть одна синя уже, хорошо. Так. А этот тут ходит.
Judgment. Scatter. You can't run.
Так. Ага. Хоть щось, но мы собрали. А, тут нету этого. А. Ну ладно. Такс. Ну, нам тут еще собирать и собирать вот этих штук. Долго, я так скажу, собирать нам придется. Чтобы 3 штуки сделать, это если повезе. Ну, по сути, 3 штуки сделать, все треба 9 зеленых, чтобы было. У нас на минутку. Сейчас скажу. У нас на минутку 4 зеленых, то есть нам треба их штук 5 еще. 12 на 3 это 4, то есть нам треба еще 3 делать таких обычных. Ну, сейчас посмотрим как раз таки. Не, ну я хочу побольше насобирать, чтобы потом, если что, типа качать ульту, типа страннику хоть как-то. И на его подземелье еще надо будет сходить обовязково. На всякий случай подсобирать еще ему там. Такс. Ага.
No time to lose.
Так, і що він дає нам? Ага. Там тренируются.
It's my lucky day.
Scatter!
Так.
Judgment! Ha! Let's light it up! Yeah!
Так, что тут? Ага. Все, 3 штуки мы собрали. Да. Мне надо все одно больше, типа, як нас собирать, так что...
Let's get down to business.
Germinate! I'm going in! Huh? Huh. Yeah!
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Ага. Вот так вот. Ага. Та я думаю сходити ще на одну ту трупу. Ага. Вот туда сходить, на тот остров, еще и там одолеть. И таким образом потихоньку будем уничтожать это все. Ага. И нам треба еще 3 заказа на монстров успеть сделать. Так что я предлагаю сейчас тоді сходить пока так на нобусів. Потом еще сходить на яких-то там нобусів. І тоді вже на 3 задання по монстрам. Такс. Ну, если мне сейчас выпадет еще одно синее, то я, конечно, офигею.
You can't run! Scatter! Yeah! Let's light it up!
Так. О. Старая руда хоть якась есть.
You can't run! Propagate!
Ага. Так, а что ты мне дасишь? Ага, тоже старую ранду. Ну ладно.
Everybody stand back!
You can run, but you amateur
Lights out. You can't run!
tidal wave.
Все? Серьезно? Вот так быстро? Опа. Синяя. Еще, значит, только 2 сделать. Я казалось, что мы еще сходим на кого-то. Ща. Вот тут еще есть оцей самураюшка. Да почему ж?
Judgment! Scatter!
Так. Так, ага. И І скільки уже у нас тут таких штук? 2, там 7, там 26. Ага. Где еще? Понятно. Ага. Вот и я о том же. Понятно. Угу. Стоп. Мы были возле цієї башни, но не подлечились. Надо сюда тоді. Все, теперь можно обратно и туда. Может, нам повезе, и зеленых дадут еще много. Нам треба просто на нобусі ходить і ходить. Типа, ми зараз собираємо це все, как бы, по суті.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Propagate. Punishment.
Riptide.
Так. Ага. Уже 8. Нам треба еще... ну мы ж можем там уже сделать, в принципе, 2 синих и все, и не париться над этим. У нас еще тут есть.
Let's get down to business.
Scatter. Let's light it up. Judgment. Let's light it up. Propagate.
Такс. Ну, в смысле? Ни тот и ни другой не дали мне вот этих... Серьезно? Блин. А це обидно. Ну что ж, ну мы сейчас сходим туда, еще возле вот этого кленового зала, там же есть еще одни нобусы. Если я пропустила там каких-то, то мы завтра уже, я просто утром сойду и первым делом сразу пойду на них, типа, дохожу, точнее, на них. Сейчас я вспомню, это воно. Тем более там 2 лагеря, там в одном есть один оцей чувак. Давайте на нього для начала сходим. Вон де сидить. Ой.
You can't run.
Так.
Judgment.
Да, блин.
Propagate.
Да,
Death
блин.
looms. My time to shine.
Scatter. Maybe this
Да,
is just
блин.
fate's dark design.
Так далее, он почти подыхает. Надо бы на тоді воскрешать. Такс.
Propagate. Let's light it up. You can't run.
Такс. Ага. О. Зато... Ой, зато нам дали еще одну синюю, так что, в принципе, нам тут... Да мы можем ще вообще просто взять, сходить на це все, как бы...
Spring forth! Judgment!
Lights out.
Tidal wave. Yeah, yeah.
Такс. Ага, тільки зеленый получила. Угу. Ну, не знаю, я ща посмотрю, что, где мы пропустили, но бусипа я не думаю, что мы могли так взять и пропустить. Ну... Ага. Где? Все понятно. И без слов. Ну, то есть... мы снизу немножко пропустили. Там, где вот этот пляж. Я так и думала, что мы сейчас пускаем. Просто я не помнила, где этот пляж. Я обычно помню, что мы что-то по значку, типа, телепортуемся, типа, постійно туда, куда нам надо. А тут на тебе. Ага, да тут их 4 где-то. Якось по-любому один из них даст вот это нужное мне. Ну, вот си дают обычно синие. Так что постараемся.
Scatter! Let's light it up!
Tidal wave. Shouldn't let your guard down.
Judgment! Everybody stand back! You can't run!
You're mine.
Все. Эх, не дали нам оце синього, ну ладно. А теперь на тот остров. Вспомнила. Я вспомнила.
No time to lose.
Judgment!
Say no more.
Такс.
Scatter! Let's light it up!
Такс.
You can't run! Propagate! Shiver!
Такс.
Propagate!
Tidal wave. Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Такс. Ага. Понятненько. Такс. Ага. Такс.
Extreme work. Huh? Judgment. Let's light it up. You can't run. Lights out.
Так, чудесно. Так. Эх, він не дав оцю синю штуку, ну ладно. Скільки уже вообще у нас таких? Ну, то, что я и казала. Все, да. Но туда, конечно, лететь. Это нам треба до цього стрівка. Нам сюда надобно. Може, хтось із цих нам дасть синю штуку, оцю последнюю.
You're mine. Damn it.
Так, хотя бы ты дай уже. Ай, какие хитрые, не дают. Ну ладно, это иди туда. Будем идти.
Everybody stand back.
Riptide. No time to lose.
Так. Там в смысле, не прыгай, не бей меня тут ногами. Не надо так делать. Это тут, конечно, сложно немножко бои проводятся дикие, но потому что такие вот противники. Сейчас я посмотрю, что мне выпало от этих нобусев. Опа, ща. Я хотела, получила, расписалась. Стопы. А что это тут у нас за дела? Мы можем повысить